I believe that's, I think, where we're going in terms of coaching in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that senior suite, especially C-suite, CEO, his
Yes.
management team, even the board, they'll reach a point, and I think it's here or coming very soon, where all the skill development will just no longer be effective enough because the world is so more dynamic, fast, complex, and it's not skills that it's not necessarily a competency, it's the
Yeah.
capacity to withstand and work with fear, change. And that's not a skill per se, but eventually it becomes a skill, but it's widening your understanding first of the psychology of your own mind, not the brain, because people still also think when you
Yeah.
say mind, you're going to go into
Mm.
biology. But the mind that has emotion, thought, imagery, and how do they grow their mind and grow their other teams' minds so that they could be
Mm.
more complex. And that's what I found powerful in Jungian coaching, that
Mm.
it gives a process, it's not a tool or a technique. It's actually a process based on how our mind, the complexity of our mind.
Mm.
And when you have a process that works with the complexity of the mind, you can plug it into any tool you're working with, program, agenda,
Mm.
anything, because you have the process and any tool fits it because it's a human development,
Yeah.
based on human development.
It's interesting. A lot of people that I've worked with over the years that have a hard time with emotions, and stress and overwhelm. And there's like ways to deal with it. Like, oh, I'm going to go spend a week at the spa, or, and detox, and then you'll be back to the office again, maybe meditate a little bit, but it's like you're still in your patterns. And this idea that bringing in that higher consciousness, that divine, to see that this
Yes.
mind body is a small part of yourself, and there's a greater
Yes.
you. It not diminishes, I hate using that word, but it kind of it lowers the power of these
Yeah.
emotions that they have over you, and that's where the capacity for growth and doing more, and because we tend to shrink or pull back or get overwhelmed. And I think that you're less effective as a leader if you're not creative, you're not tapped into your intuition, and you're not making decisions out of like higher decisions from your higher mind. You're making decisions out of survival and lower mind, and then it just kind of gets you caught up. So yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really important. And I love what you said about capacity, because that's really what we want as leaders. We want to have a greater capacity so we can do more and not let this mind body get in the way of our great big dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.